What it do, boo boo? Alright, check this shit out. Stop approaching people. If you haven't seen a person or haven't dealt with a person in over a certain amount of time, don't approach them like you just spoke to them yesterday. Okay? Because you might see me on the streets, nigga, but you don't know me. I might holler when you see me, nigga, but you don't know me. Okay, you know they call me DD Love, but you don't know me. Yo, I had to cuss this nigga out so bad yesterday. And the bad thing about it, y'all know I told y'all I double back on a motherfucker. See, when you come for me and piss me off, sometimes I don't snap right then. I wait. I'm a Virgo. That's what we do. But I don't think I let your ass ride, not for 1 minute. All right, so remember I told y'all a couple of weeks ago I saw this dude at the grocery store, right? And he didn't recognize me right away because you know I had my mask and I lost some weight or whatever. But he was like, oh, what up, what up? I'm like, what up? He always had a crush on me. You know what I'm saying? He's my people's. Like, he was somebody I looked at like a friend, a brother, or whatever. I used to look out for his son. Like, I would drop his son off on my way to work because he had to go to work like 5 in the morning. So his son came to visit from down south. I take his son to camp for him. Shit like that. My people's. We used to get money together. Okay. This motherfucker. So, day before yesterday, he hits me up on Instant Messenger. And I'm like, what up? But he's being funny at first. Now, mind you, he is somebody that I used to cuss out. Like, you know how some people like to fuck with you just so you get a rise out of you. So I used to go back and forth with him a little bit here and there, but I'm not that bitch. 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 15 minutes a motherfucker ago, I'm not that bitch. And I've never been a person to play like that, right? So anyway, he's messaging me, but he's referencing this dude that I used to fuck with, okay? And I'm like, now mind you, I ran into that dude too. So apparently these motherfuckers must have ran into each other. And he probably told him, oh yeah, I saw her, blah, blah, blah. But that dude, me and him had a relationship type shit going on, okay? But the nigga who was instant messaging me he didn't approve of that, I guess, okay? He trying to say he's a clown, but nigga, you the real clown, okay? So he's referencing this dude. He's saying all type of shit to me. I said, are you okay? Then at one point I said, are you drinking? Nigga, is you drunk? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you talking to me like that? You know what I'm saying? So I let it go. But mind you, after all the messages, he's putting up all these laughing emojis, all these LOLs. Now keep in mind, y'all, this is a grown man. Hello. I'm 50. He must be 52 or maybe 48 or maybe 4 or 8 because I was like, what the fuck? So I go home. I go to bed or whatever, 4 o'clock the next morning, yesterday. It hit me out like a ton of bricks. I'm gonna cuss this bitch out. Okay! Fuck you think you talking to? So I said, let me remind him of who he is. Like, you was a trick ass, okay? How about you was taking care of a whole family of crackheads, all right? You was in love with this crackhead chick. Was, you know what I'm saying, alcoholic. And it ain't nothing against her because I got love for her, but she is who she is, and it was what it was, okay? Crackhead, I'm sorry, cokehead, alcoholic, and she was lesbian. She ain't want you clearly. She always been lesbian. She was taking your money and stealing your shit, remember? But I had to remind him about who he was. And then I also said, and if I recall correctly, when your grandmama died, none of them bitches was there for you, but I was there. I didn't see anybody else. We was your friends. That was me, but you coming at me motherfucking sideways, right? He tried to tell me, oh, I don't remember nothing like that. I said, ain't it funny that you can call me and you can remember a relationship I had over 20 fucking years ago, but you can't remember your own goddamn business? Y'all, I dragged that bitch yesterday. I dragged the shit out of him. I'm on my phone, so I can't read what I said to his punk ass. But don't you ever, what's wrong with people? You don't approach people on that bullshit. I don't get people, you know, but here's what it is. I've grown and he hasn't. There are people who've grown. Clearly both of them, neither one of them niggas have grown. But y'all know I'm gonna call the dude that I used to fuck with. Oh, I'm gonna call him in a few. As soon as I get off here, I'm gonna call him too. Keep my motherfucking name out your mouth. What's wrong with you bitches? Please. 20-something years later, you motherfuckers are stuck. Okay, you were beneath me then and you damn sure beneath me now. Fuck both of y'all. Okay? Real shit. Yeah. I was like, damn, but the dude who was my people's, because he was my people's, you know what I mean? Like I said, when you get money together, all that. So, yeah, what the fuck is you talking about? What is wrong with you? But he always been immature and childish, but silly me to think that you possibly grew the fuck up. But like I told him yesterday, I said, because you know, this is the mentality, y'all. Guess what he said? Y'all probably already know. Check my bank account. I said, you know what? I'm glad you got that bank account, because I see why you always have to trick. You ignorant, immature ass bitch. And I was like, you're blocked. And then he was like, I don't care. And then he stuck up all these middle fingers, and I don't give a fuck either. But just remember, when you see me on the streets, nigga, you don't know me, okay? Don't holler at me. Don't say shit to me, okay? And I hope I remember it, because y'all know motherfuckers that I supposedly be having beef with or whatever. I be forgetting, because I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying, on that level. But I just hope that when I see that bitch, that I don't make the mistake of speaking to his punk ass. But I already know his silly, goofy ass is going to run up on me anyway. And he going to apologize, because he know he dead wrong. But all that kiki and kaka, you niggas is too old for that. Grown ass men, like, get a hold of yourselves. What's wrong with you? Y'all talking about black women. It's y'all motherfuckers. Y'all need to grow up. Stuck in time warps. But you know what it is? It's the substance abuse. When people drink, I'm telling you, you drink, you're getting high, you run in the streets. He's not like that. He drink, but he always had a job and he always get money or whatever. But the people's in the circles, but that alcoholism doesn't exclude him from being stuck in a motherfucking time warp, whether he goes to work or not, okay? Addiction is a motherfucker. Free yourselves, okay? Right. That's when I knew these niggas back then. I used to party and kick it with these bitches, okay? But luckily, I came up off that, and I didn't live my life doing that. But see, some people, that's what they done their whole time. That was like a 4-year stint for me, a 5-year motherfucking jail sentence. Okay, It was fun at some points, but it was hell. It was hell. It turned into hell. But I knew to get the hell on real quick. See, but just because you still live at that motherfucker, don't mean I do. Okay, leave me the fuck alone. Let people grow and be who they are. I outgrew you niggas a long time. First of all, I was never there with you. You already knew that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And he was my people's to the point that he was like, yo, this shit, man, get away from this bullshit. This is not you. And even in the text that messages he was sending yesterday, he was like, you know, I always had a thing for you. No. Then he goes, we always had a thing for each other. Nigga, don't put that shit on me. But you know, I kiki because I'm flirty myself. But the funny shit was one night, right? We was at the bar and he was going with this girl. Me and her was cool. Y'all know I ain't friendly. Like, I'm not nobody's bestie. I'm not talking about, we speak when we see each other at the bar or whatever, right? So we were outside the bathroom and he's saying all kind of crazy shit to me. He's like, you know, I always liked you and blah, blah, blah. You need to let me get with this. You know, and he arrogant again. You know, when they have money, how they behave, right? And what they be saying. But the shit that killed me was when the bathroom door opened, it was his girlfriend's sister. The bitch heard everything. And I was cracking up because I didn't say shit back to him. Because the feeling was not mutual. And I think that's what his fucking problem is. Because that's how dudes are. Dudes are jealous too. Because he probably like, oh, you got with that nigga and he a lame and you ain't never want to get with me like that. Shut the fuck up, okay? Your mouth, bitch. You a clown. When they say sad face clown. You's a sucker MC, you sad face clown, bitch ass nigga. I gotta go to work. I'll see you all. Have a happy Saturday. But that's just a glimpse into the things that because like I said, I ain't gotta beef with near motherfucker on YouTube. Because in my personal life, like, where did that come from? I haven't had no interactions with you in God knows how long. But then I thought about it and I said, if I recall, I cussed him out about a year or so ago on Instant Messenger too. So he come for me every so often, but don't fucking play with me. Like, you don't know what I got going on in my life and whatever. But either way, like, how old are you? A lot of y'all need to grow the fuck up. I'm not a little kid. Don't play with me. I told you I don't play with children and I don't play with dogs and animals and shit like that. But they say you play with a puppy, he'll lick you in the mouth. You play with a dog, he gonna bite you in the ass. He played with a big dog yesterday, okay? You played with a real bitch yesterday, and now you don't fucking play with me again. Y'all have a good day. Deuces.